Chance Harvey, the president of Eastern Bank,
And I'm Emily Bridges, the Vice President of Eastern Bank.
and we'd like to meet with y'all about ways as a corporation we can give back to the small community. The small community has been in a recession for several years, and this recession has brought unemployment rates sky high to 10%, and consumer spending has even gone down 14%. And we really think it's about time to give back to the small community to almost save it. In other words, because it's really gone downhill since this recession started. And clearly, businesses aren't able to pay their employees because the employment rate has went up, and people they can't pay their employees, so then they end up closing, and this really ends up hurting the small businesses, especially when it's been going on for many years as this one has.
The way that unemployment affects our community is by that businesses aren't able to pay employees. If they aren't making money, they can't pay employees. Businesses would have to close. People lose their jobs, and the unemployment rate goes up. Another way is that entrepreneurs can't give opportunities. If an entrepreneur was looking to add onto their business, they won't be able to find it in our community because we're in such a great recession.
It is important for these businesses to stay active because they create a lot of jobs for these small communities. It keeps money close to communities because whenever an employee gets paid from a small company or small business, it goes right back into the small communities and small towns because it's just right there. And these small businesses also give opportunities for entrepreneurs just starting up.
We also have a few ways to help. Since farmers can't pay loans, we can give them a grace period. They don't have to pay, so they're allowed to skip 3 to 4 months, no interest. That way, they have time to make money back so they can pay their loan. Another way is that the farmers they aren't paid right away, so we can give them an interest-free loan until they're able to pay it back. They because they have to pay farm supplies like fertilizer and feed, and the interest free loan would help them stay in business. Another way is a decrease on loans. For example, if a farmer has to pay 14% interest, we can cut it down to 12%, and they can pay the remaining interest later. There's also short-term loans. That way, they have 6 months, no payment, and then it's due in 6 months. All the money that was borrowed has to be paid back after that 6 months. And finally, our increase in spending, so we can give money or giving money to small business, creating more jobs. Once businesses are back booming, we need to create a way to increase customer sales.
Loan forgiveness would also be one of the best ways to help because this would just help all these businesses be able to pay back. And then we just really want y'all to know that the role of business is really important for these small communities because that's what gives back to all these consumers, and the society would not run without these businesses and small businesses because that's what the economy needs. And we just really want y'all to know that. So thank you for all your time, and I hope that these things will influence you to really do all that we can as Eastern Bank to help this struggling community.